What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. My name is Brent. I'm watching Babylon 5 for the first time. Today, we kick off Season 5, the final season of Babylon 5. We're 80% of the way through this show. We're so close. 22 episodes left, 22 stories left. And today we start episode 1 of Season 5. No Compromises is the name of the episode. And my prediction, I based on an action figure. I happen to know, just because I've seen some of the action figures out there, and some people may call this a spoiler. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. You meet characters all the time throughout Babylon 5. If you're going to be big enough to get your own character, you probably are going to have a bit of you're going to be around for more than one episode. And there's one character I know that we haven't met, and that character's name is Captain Lockley. So I think this is the episode where we meet Captain Lockley. I think she is here to replace Ivanova and Sheridan as the head of Babylon 5, commander of the station. And this episode is, hey, let's meet this new character. Kind of an episode like Season 2, that first episode of Season 2 when we met Sheridan. That sort of a thing. Also, at the end of Season 4, I said they pretty much wrapped up all the stories that they did because they thought it was going to be over. And so this episode kind of has to serve that purpose of kicking off whatever adventures they're going to have here through Season 5. And my guess is it's the telepath war and then Londo as the Emperor, becoming the Emperor and then dealing with the little eyeball guys. That's my guess. Is that's what happens? Probably. Actually, I don't know. You guys know. I don't. I'm about to find out. You guys are here to join me. Hey, if you want the full unedited version of this video, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Babylon5. First, you guys can catch the full unedited reaction of this video. You also can get all of Jeff's reactions there, and you can get things like early access to our show notes. You can get monthly hangout with Jeff and me. You could get, you get all sorts of, you could be listed as a producer down in the show notes, which is super cool. I, for right now, am going to check out No Compromises. Let's go. Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers. All right, here we go. Big ol' Earth ship.
This is Earth Alliance Destroyer Acheron to Babylon 5. We've got your package.
Confirmed, Acheron. Lieutenant Corwin is standing by for delivery in docking bay 4.
Roger that, Babylon Control.
Say Corwin. Yeah, that's Corwin. I gotta tell you guys, I 100% thought he was gonna side against Sheridan. I'm a little surprised he's still here. I know you guys said I was overblowing a couple reactions. It's just my take. You're probably right, I was overblowing it.
Captain Lockley, Lieutenant David Corwin at your service.
Yes.
Lieutenant, I thought I was going to be met by the entire command staff.
Yes, ma'am. But Mr. Garibaldi just got back from Mars, and even though he's not technically on staff anymore, Zach Allen is our new chief of security these days.
I'm sorry,
He's
I was
up to his
talking. Did he call her Captain Lockley? Is that who she is? Is that who it is?
Captain Lockley, Lieutenant
Captain
David Corwin
Lockley!
at your service.
Yeah.
Lieutenant?
I think I get like the entire point for predicting this episode when I just said, this is where we meet Captain Lockley.
I've got everyone standing by in CN's seat waiting to meet you as soon as you're settled in.
Good.
She's
good.
going to
I
be the
wanna
new
jump right
captain
in.
of the station.
Always takes a while when you have a change in CO. The sooner we get over the transition, the better. I'm pretty much up to speed on all the reports.
With all due respect, there's a lot that doesn't fit into a report.
Then the report is incomplete.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Just trying
I mean,
to
I
save
kind of
you
like that
trouble,
attitude,
Captain.
but I don't know about that.
Don't go looking for trouble, you'll do just fine.
Well, that's one of the things I was trying to tell you. Around here, we don't have to look for trouble. On B5, trouble comes looking for us.
Sure, there it is. So she's a hard-nosed, tight-lipped, runs a tight ship kind of a CO, and she's in for a rude awakening because you know what? Not every ship can be run the same way. And I dare say stations can't be run the same way as ships can. And she's going to come in here and she's going to try to run the station like a ship, and she's going to bring a whole level of conflict, which is going to be great for the show. All right, I feel like I got this girl figured out. I really do.
Time to go. I just want you to know it's nothing personal, but I need to send a message to Babylon 5. That's what you Rangers are for, right? Carrying messages from one place to another.
He kind of looks like a Jedi.
You're the right
without
person
his
in the right
cloak on.
place at the right time.
You gonna shoot him.
Oh, almost forgot. Any final words?
We live for the one. We die for the one.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Good cost-saving effect on the special effects there. Is that a whiteboard? You still have whiteboards in the future? All right, what's up with the ballerina music box? Like, he brings it in, sets it down at his feet, shoots him, and then picks it up and leaves. Like, All right, so there we go. It is a new season, officially kicked off. This is meeting Captain Lockley. We got Ranger Dude who's going over this guy. I assume he's going to be trying to assassinate Sheridan as the new president, or maybe this has something to do with whatever the new adventure is moving forward. So, like oranges, Sheridan likes his oranges.
Why are there wet socks hanging in the shower?
I guess it's kind of a tradition. And the sergeant of our squadron, we used to call him Sergeant Slaughter.
Like the wrestler?
Toughest, meanest DI we ever saw. He told us, the only kind of man that gets killed is the man who is done doing whatever it is he's doing. And I know I'm going to come back alive because I got socks to wash.
So you're going to tell me in all the nights that Delenn has spent with John and all the times that they've been together and even the bit with them being married now, you're going to tell me she's never seen socks in the bathroom. She's never asked him about it before this moment right here. I don't quite believe it. It's a cute story though. Real cute story.
Captain Lockley's aboard, sir.
Lockley?
Ivanova's replacement.
She is replacing
So much for
Ivanova.
breakfast.
Told you
My
so.
place tonight?
Yeah, I guess.
How about our place?
I am going to be working late
married.
here, though, tonight. The bottom line is, wherever you are is home enough for me.
Baby, yeah. Get you some, John. Woohoo! What is that thing? Oh, is that got dead dude in it? Oh.
Captain,
He's floating around in a space pod.
Mr. President,
it's good to see you again. The station is under your direct command. Welcome aboard.
So she's replacing Ivanova and Sheridan. Okay. I thought Sheridan would still be running Babylon 5 and this would be the new like CO, but no. She's in charge. Okay. Actually XO, I guess she would. Ivanova was the XO. Sheridan was the CO. See, I'm not a military guy. So she's going to be the new CO. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
I hear you asked for me in particular. Why?
You have handled a number of potentially dangerous missions without resorting to force. You're good with diplomacy when possible, but you know how to fight when you have to. And you speak your mind. I chose you strictly on your background. You are the perfect choice.
Just one thing.
I love all of his reasoning for that.
Obviously, as head of the Alliance, you call the shots around here. I'll run this station my way or not at all. If I'm to carry the responsibility, I want the authority to go with it. I won't be interfered with or second-guessed or micromanaged.
If it's a political decision or a decision on behalf of the Alliance, that's my turf. The rest is yours.
I love this. I love this. I love this. I love every bit about this. I can't wait to hear Jeff discuss this because this is such a great leadership lesson. But even more so, this is just a good employee lesson because here's Lockley stepping up to say, empower me. Give me the authority to do what I'm supposed to do because otherwise I'm not really interested in being here. I love her saying that and being really clear about it. I had to do that once. I was put into a position of authority and had been in that position a few times and had known that really the authority didn't actually come with the position. And so I had to ask for it. I said, listen, if you want me in this role, then I need the authority to do XYZ, basically do my job. And they said no. And it was really clear that that was an indication of how the organization was being run. And incidentally, just a few weeks later, the entire organization pretty much dissolved, blew up as a result of failure of the leadership, the people actually in the upper echelon pieces of it. So anyway, I love her doing it. It leads to a clear delineation of responsibilities. She's probably going to jump right into it. She now has the authority to go do what she needs to do. And it's recognized. They know where the lines are drawn. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Captain, you'd better get down to Bay 3. There's something here you should see.
On my way.
There she goes, jumping into it.
Believe me, I handled a few of those myself when I was captain here. We'll talk again later.
I noticed you didn't ask me which side I was on during the big fight back home.
You're right, I didn't. Good day, Captain.
Nice. Love that. Love that. Doesn't matter. Does not matter which side of the Civil War she was on. They're on the same side now. I love that. Who's that guy?
So I don't want
That's
anything to
Sunshine.
go wrong. Now you got to seal off this whole area through to Blue
Remember the
5.
Titans?
It's the only way to make sure that the rotunda is secure.
Yeah, I know.
You can't afford
to let that happen. Michael, will you please let us handle this?
Not a chance,
Right?
Zach. I know this place better than anybody, and I'm determined that nothing's going to go wrong with Sheridan's inauguration. I owe him that much. Okay. Dude, don't let him go on.
Hey,
and
that's
on
dude.
about those-
So that's an interesting side-by-side juxtaposition. You watch how Sheridan handed off all that authority and leadership, and then watch how Garibaldi is handing off this authority and leadership to Zach, who is now the security chief, who's going, please let me do my job. Please let me do my job. And Garibaldi just ain't having it. He is basically overriding him. The funny thing is Garibaldi's not actually empowered to do that himself anymore because it's been a while.
He had this around him when he was found.
Oh, There to get Sheridan. Yep. He made a lot of people mad. Abraham Lincoln got assassinated right after the Civil War.
I'm not sure I'll ever get used to being called Mr. President.
I understand completely. Did I ever tell you that I was not born with the name Jakar?
No, you didn't.
When we reach 10, we choose which of our many beliefs we want to follow. Well, perhaps the name we call you now is your true name. So, Mr. President, what can I do for you?
I was thinking about that book you're writing.
Fair enough.
Well, Mr. Garibaldi says it's very well written.
Well, I'm sorry, there's just the one copy for now. When I loaned it to Mr. Garibaldi, it came back with coffee stains. I can't...
No.
Came back with coffee stains.
Don't worry, that's not why I'm here. I was going over the swearing-in ceremony that we've got coming up, and there are two things we still don't have. An oath of office, and for lack of a better term, a declaration of principles for the new alliance. Now, this kind of job is going to require a very special kind of writing. Many times you have spoken with tremendous eloquence in the council chambers. When your world fell to the Centauri, the words you spoke made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I would like you to write the oath and the declaration of principles.
Thomas Jefferson.
I'm flattered. Also terrified that this is a great responsibility.
I know, but I can't think of anyone more suited to the job.
Well, then you shall have it. I shall dedicate myself to nothing else from now until the inauguration.
Well, thank you.
I will not sleep, eat, drink, nothing. The words and I will be locked in mortal combat until one of us surrenders.
Well,
now go.
He's
go
as
on.
giddy as a schoolboy. I love it.
Goodbye. I'll be in touch.
Oh, Jakar, he's so sweet.
Hello.
There he is. No, wait, why did he get to bring back up?
Thank you for coming.
I came because your little performance earlier was pretty clear indication that you're a telepath, therefore potentially dangerous, which is why I didn't come alone.
Come on, boss. Look at her. Man, she acting like a boss.
And I assure you, we mean you no harm. We
Then why'd I have
refuse
to
to have
come
anything to do with violence or technology.
They're clean.
All right,
Because they're like the Amish of Babylon 5.
so what do you want?
A place to call home. We tried working through the resistance, but their ways are not ours. We have come here because an independent Babylon 5 may be the closest thing we will ever find to our home.
You know, we learned in, was it the last episode? Yeah, I think it was the last episode, that Sheridan's biggest mistake was allowing the telepaths to stay. I wonder if these are those telepaths and what the mistake is going to be.
The somber David, the last of his family. William, shy. Cynthia and Rosa, closer than sisters. And Simon, special Simon we call him.
These guys, I'm sorry. I just... All of these guys look like they're rejects from Trans-Siberian Orchestra, except for this kid who looks like he's a future NSYNCer. Come on, Justin Timberlake. He gave her flowers in her mind.
Flowers. Well, bring him to MedLab. He's a minor. He should be checked out.
Of course.
Does he have money to
pay,
pay, though?
We can earn our keep. Work for you.
They want to work for Lockley and earn their keep. So these guys are like Brother Theo and the gang for season 5, right? Speaking of which, whatever happened to Brother Theo? We never got like a goodbye for him.
It's not a problem, Lashar. The gang were a great help to us in our fight against the Shadows and will continue to be strong allies under the Alliance. If we can offer any further help to your colonies, please let us know.
Thank you. The queens be with you.
You know, are the game ants? Because ants have multiple queens. Like unlike a beehive, like where there's one queen and everybody else. Ants don't. Ants have more than one queen in colony. Are the game ants? Just asking. Uh-oh. There he is. You gonna go kill somebody else? You gonna kill the game person now? It's weird that just anybody can walk in there. Like, feels like you should have like an access card at least or something. Uh-huh. Trace it.
Voice message number 2.
I know that you're supposed to be a big history buff. I know that you're a fan of President Lincoln. Did you know that he was sure that he would die in office?
Computer, what's the source of these transmissions?
They don't know.
Unknown.
You're
System records altered. Unable to trace.
You started the Civil War back home, Sheridan. The people who died are your responsibility. And as strong as you think you are, the one thing you can't stop is the lone gunman determined to kill you. Maybe I'll go to hell for that. But if I do, I'm taking you to hell with me.
That game did look kind of ant-like. The alien sector is not really that secure. I'm assuming that's a regular game and not just the actual ambassador we saw talking to Delenn, although I think that actually is the implication. Seems like there should be some more security. Interesting concept that the dude has there. Totally batshit crazy.
I can't go along with postponing the ceremony.
Just for a few days until we could bring in more security. Now, whoever this guy is, we know he's killed one person already. The message he sent you was untraceable. That tells me he knows our system inside and out.
Where's
he's
Zach?
Smart, he's deadly, and he's after you. That's good enough for me.
I refuse to go through life trapped inside of a bubble.
With all due respect, Mr. President, you chose that life the moment you accepted this position.
I agree with Sheridan.
How can you say that?
Who asked you?
Because he's making perfect sense. He's talking a political agenda. You're talking about protecting your friend. Which is more important? They're the same thing, are they?
Protecting a friend, frankly.
It's your vote and mine, Mr. President. I vote the ceremony goes ahead on schedule.
They actually get no say in the matter.
I concur.
Uh-oh. Delenn, Mama ain't happy. He didn't talk to her about it first.
What the hell was that all about?
Excuse me, but by all rights, you shouldn't even have been in that meeting.
Right?
You're not technically head of security. You're a civilian.
Right?
A consultant at best.
Now, in a situation like this, we have to protect him against himself.
Well, then perhaps you should re-enlist to ensure his protection, Mr. Garibaldi, because otherwise your opinion doesn't really count for much.
Look, damn it. I was here a hell of a long time before you ever showed up.
Yeah,
Yes,
and you went
were.
crazy.
And then you left. I really don't think there's much more that needs saying, do you?
I like her. I like her a lot. Oh my gosh. Put him in his place right where he deserved to be. Holy crap.
Do you, John J. Sheridan?
He's gonna shoot him. He just hurt. He's gonna shoot him through the air duct. The air duct ain't healing anybody up like that. That's not how it works. Why does JMS insist on killing children? Like, I know that dude's a teenager, but he really was just a child. Like, come on.
Anything new from Mr. Garibaldi?
He's still analyzing the voicemail from my computer system. With luck, he's got something by now.
Negative on voice match to alien criminal subjects on file.
Hold on. How does Garibaldi have an office like this on Babylon 5 to do all of this work? Is he in somebody else's office?
Cross-check with files in Earth Dome Central Office.
Initiating tachyon download. Stand by.
That's the dude.
Security, go.
Zach, I got it. Go private.
Hey, he's got an earpiece.
Formerly Major Clemens. He ran the Beta 7 prison system under President Clark. Zach, this guy's a trained infiltrator. He could be anywhere or anybody.
Just give me a description, will you?
I'm working on it.
Well, he's got big buggy eyes, elephant tusk for a nose.
Let him go. Let him go.
No!
Back off. Back off! Or I'll kill her.
I half expected the telepaths to come like around the corner there and,
Fine.
I don't know, Vulcan neck
Zach.
pinch him or something.
Put out an all-points bulletin. We need to make sure they all understand we will not be intimidated. We continue.
There, I get what he's saying there. Like, I really do. You know? Unauthorized Star Fury launch.
Oh, hell.
Of course that's it. Oh, he's going to blow him up there? Ah! Can't. It's episode 1.
Whoever speaks for the Alliance does so with the understanding that it is the inalienable right of every sentient being to live free, but also to respect the rights of others to believe differently or not at all. Do you,
I like that,
John J. Sheridan?
Everybody else can go.
You stay right there. Don't go,
Fire at
Delenn.
that range, you're just as dead as I am.
Time to pay the piper.
And what will this accomplish? Even
Time
if you
to pay
kill
the
me,
piper.
the Alliance will go on.
Doesn't matter much to me either way, just as long as you're dead. Goodbye, Sheridan.
Shoot the right, Star Fury. How much
You
did
want
they
to be
lose?
president?
Yes,
Put your hand on the book and say I do.
I do.
Fine, done. That's easy.
Wow. You want to be married? You want to marry him? Do you want to marry her? Fine, good, you're married. Now kiss her.
Captain Lockley informed me that you requested to start a small colony here. I assume she's told you her decision.
She told us no. We'd hoped for something better here. We were wrong.
You have my authority to start a colony here. And we'll set aside part of Brown sector. It's not much and it's not pretty, but it's a start.
One episode
Thank
in.
you.
I will tell the others.
One episode in and he's already overriding her. They had that conversation at the beginning of the episode and he couldn't even make it one episode without overriding her. Geez, Sheridan. That was the biggest mistake.
You made the right
there.
decision.
I owe them.
I suppose so. So, how'd the meeting with Garibaldi go?
Fine. He said he'd notify the captain ASAP.
Of what? They're not going to put him back as chief of security. Zach's already in that spot.
It's a little crooked.
You know,
yes.
Looking at him from behind there, Garibaldi's a lot more bald in this season than he was even last season. Oof.
So what do you want?
Nothing. I just want to let you know I thought about what you said earlier about re-enlisting, and I can't re-sign with Babylon 5.
I understand.
However, I talked to the president earlier, and, anyway, he agreed we should set up a covert intelligence division. Now, mostly to be used to keep track of what everybody else is doing, and, hell, we might even need a little of our own from time to time. Granted, military intelligence is kind of an oxymoron, but anyway.
She pulled her stuff away from
intelligence for the Alliance is pleased to meet you.
Head of Covert Intelligence.
Now, we haven't decided on a title yet. There's time for that. So, anyway, Captain, I guess I'll be seeing you at the next meeting. Just curious, which side were you on during the big fight back home?
Uh-oh.
I was on the side of Earth, Mr. Garibaldi. Weren't we all?
She was on the other side. Yeah. She was on the other side. Oh, into the episode. Okay. All right, well, that is episode 1. Season 5 officially kicked off. This episode was exactly what I expected it to be. Here's Captain Lockley. Let's introduce this new character, give you a little bit of honor. I gotta be honest, I kind of like this Captain Lockley. I feel like she might get on my nerves a little bit, like maybe even the actress. She just, I don't know, there's something about her voice tone, the timbre of her voice. For right now, I like her a lot. Like, she's fun. She pulled the box away from Garibaldi when it's on the desk. Oh my gosh. This episode was exactly what I thought it'd be, but it was different at the same time. It felt incomplete. Like we got there to the, oh, that's the end of it. Okay. But I'm okay with that. Like I'm really okay with this episode getting to where it got and going, okay, we'll pick it up next week, kind of right where we left off. So, well, that's me, I guess, with this episode here. No compromises. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And you guys are amazing. You guys rock. Please make sure you join us on Monday. Jeff is going to be here and I'm going to be here. We're going to dive into this episode all the way. We'll pick it apart like we always do right here at Babylon 5 for the first time. If you want the unedited versions of these videos, please head over to patreon.com/Babylon5First. And please remember to like, subscribe, share, all that sort of stuff, because without you guys, this thing doesn't grow. And this thing's been growing pretty great. So 1 season left and we're on the way. Until next time, guys, take care.